to LifeSPider QwA. This is a place where no questions are too big or too small. A place where we encourage you to embrace your ego, find all of your life purposes, and inspire you to follow your vivid visions so you can live a life in passion, peace, and performance. My name is Frida Cabo, and I'm excited to be here as the connection between your questions and the answer that comes up for Birgitta Granström. She is the founder of LifeSPider System and the leader of the international LifeSPider movement. We're both originally from Sweden, but now Birgitta lives in California and I'm in New Zealand, coming to you online so you can listen and ask questions from wherever you are in the world. Welcome again to LifeSPider QwA. Let the quest begin.
And we are here again, Frida. Nice.
Exciting. And how is California today?
Oh, California, now it started getting summer, so it's warm but windy, but it's nice. The evenings now start to be absolutely wonderful. So it's just beautiful. It's amazing. It's
Oh,
amazing.
wonderful.
And all animals are happy.
Perfect. Here in New Zealand, we're going into autumn, so it's getting colder. So
Oh,
it's
that's so
total
weird.
opposite.
Totally opposite, and I like that. That's fun. That's cool. It's
Yeah,
cool to be here in the different part of the world.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's exciting to see all the questions that we get in from different parts of the world as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
So
It's so good. It's
so
great.
just yeah, let's just dig into the first one that I really resonate with. I
Okay.
am I forgot to put on that one. We want to see that one as well.
Oh,
Lifespan,
yeah,
live a
that's
life in
important. Yes,
passion,
live
peace, and
a life in passion, peace, and performance.
yes.
That's the way to go.
Okay, now we can take the first question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I am spontaneous when I write, but not when I talk. How can that be?
Uh, how can you be talk? Yes, and I feel like I repeat myself when I answer the questions. And the first question is, okay, why do you want to talk? Do you really need to talk? Is it meant to be for you to talk? So, what's the problem with being good and spontaneous when you're writing? That could be the first. I mean, sometimes it's good to write and not talk. But if you want to talk most of the time, it's probably the biggest reason why people have a difficulty to talk, uh, it's because they have the wrong audience. They
Mm,
are used to talk to people who's not understand them. They are not interested in the topic. They have completely a different mindset than you have. So there is a kind of a fear from your ego that you are going to be rejected, be questioned, and someone is saying you are stupid, or I mean, think it's weird, or they are trying to make you think something else. So that's the only thing. When a person, when you are in the right environment, when you know you have support and people are, oh, I'm so interesting, can you tell me more? You have no problem to talk. So it's nothing wrong with you. So it's a good thing that you can write, but be careful for what kind of audience you're actually trying to talk to. So it's better to be quiet if you feel, okay, I will not get the response I'm looking for. So where and to whom am I supposed to talk to? So pick the people you are talking to. Otherwise, be satisfied with that you are a good writer. And
mm,
then you have to practice. I mean, maybe you have one good friend or a stranger. Sometimes it's better to talk to someone you don't know because they have no judgment or preconcept about who you are and what you should say or whatever. So, and then just experiment. But if you feel uncomfortable, don't even try to talk with them because that just make it worse. And until you find the right audience, keep on writing.
I love that
So what
answer.
do you
And
think?
yeah, I can really resonate with the question and the answer because I'm the same. I find it so much easier to express myself in writing
Yeah.
spontaneously than actually talking. But when I'm in the right environment or the right audience, as you say, I have no trouble talking. So it's
No,
as if you put filters on when you're in the wrong environment. You put filters on, and that makes it that you
exactly.
take the spontaneity
Yeah,
away.
exactly. And you try to speak in a way to make sure the other person understands what you're saying, and
Mm,
put it out there in a way that you get the response you are looking for. And when you do, you are mess up even your writing. I mean, your first brilliant thoughts that you have in writing end up and be kind of flat. So you are losing the big point because you are trying to adapt to the people who is going to listen. So that's also a reason why you get the wrong response
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
So yeah, it's a good question. So by keep on writing and pick the right audience, and then the problem is gone. So
yeah.
good freedom. Yeah. Do we have more questions?
Yes.
Yes.
So I guess it's about manifesting. How do I know if it's a delay or a blocking when you ask for something and it takes time for it to come? How do you know if it's a delay or if it's something blocking that you need to work on? I guess.
So interesting question. And in one way, I would say most of the time the blocking and the delay is kind of the same thing,
Mm,
because the what you call the blocking is there to maybe protect you, or to tell you that you need to do something else. You are not really not ready to receive what you are asking for, and that's why it's delayed. Because when you are ready, if you ask for something that you want and you are ready, it will be delivered. So it's more kind of always assume that if I don't get it immediately, okay, there is something I have missed. There's something more I have to learn. I have to look for more answers. I have to be better prepared. So actually, I would say it doesn't matter if it's the delay or blocking, because the message is the same.
mm,
To check on what else can I do while I'm waiting, and just be sure, okay, there is something else that I can't see. Why? Because most of the time I understand. I ask for, I want this and I want it now. I mean, most most of us are like that. And then we wonder, why don't I get it? When don't I get it? And afterwards, when it's arrived, you understand, okay, because I did that things happen. I met that person, and you have the whole picture. So I think just feel secure that it will come when you are ready,
mm,
and you have asked for the right thing. Sometimes it's the delay is because you asked for the wrong thing.
yeah.
So I quit this, analyze if it's a blocking or delay, skip it, and you will have the delivery will come faster.
Mm. So is it about trusting that it will come when it's ready, or?
Yeah, it will come if it's meant to be. If you have asked for the right thing, so that's also okay.
Mm,
Why do I want this? Why do I ask for this now? Have I asked for this before? If I also a question you could ask yourself, okay, if I stop asking for this, if I quit wanting this certain thing, what would happen? So
yeah.
you put it on hold, on a pause, and see if there is something else that you want instead.
Mm,
Because sometimes you have a wish or something that you want to have in life. It's just you are carrying it on through life, and actually you don't really want it. Yeah. So I don't know where I start to answer. Frida, help me.
yeah, it's so true. And I what comes up for me is the experiment that you give us, and that I use on my clients as well. It's the 24-hour not doing anything, or not thinking about that, or not taking the decision that you trying to force, or not. Yeah, 24 hours and just take a break from whatever it is that you're trying to do.
That's
And
a good that you remember that, because
mm,
actually, yeah, give you, and 24 hours could be enough.
and that's so
Uh,
effective because yeah, we're trying to force it or think too much about it, and when we just let go of it and say, okay, I can not make the decision for 24 hours, that's okay, then new things can come up. That's
yeah.
very
Oh,
powerful.
that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, just give yourself a break from
Mm.
wanting that much. Yeah, good. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
next.
Next. I'm greedy for questions.
Here it comes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you always have to work hard to get what you want? The
Okay. Now,
hustling
yeah,
couple.
Hazel. Now it depends again what you means to work hard. Uh, you need to have an ambition, and you have to be ready to do what it takes to get what you want. Yes. And if you mean that it's about to work hard and you put a label on this as that's not good, it should be easier, then you will have to work even harder. So to get what you want, yes, you need to put in some effort. You need to be prepared to do the changes or the work and the steps. So there is no kind of shortcut, actually.
Mm.
And most of the time, maybe you look at people who has been successful or done something, and you never see the work behind. Because I think everyone who reached their goals or got what they want, they have some effort. But that's not hard work. It's an exciting adventure. I think
Yeah.
that's the difference. I mean, every step towards when you feel you are moving forward. I mean, there's no problem to do the work it takes because it's exciting. It's an adventure. So do
Yeah.
you always have to have an adventure to get what you want? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. And again, we're back to what is hard work. Is it for like forcing yourself to have a 24-hour pause? Because that
Yes,
could be really hard work.
yeah,
But
it could be, it could be. Absolutely, I agree. Mhm.
or is it stuck in the rat race? No, that's not the hard work we're talking about here. No,
No,
but it's taking inspired action and actually expand. I think that's the hard work.
yeah, and keep, as you say, expand and keep you on track.
Mm,
I mean, you have to watch out what are you doing, and most of the time, it's yeah, it's, keep yourself in the right mood, keep the energies, and be in the right place with your feelings, and then maybe it's some hard work, but as any skill, it will become easier. I mean, it's practicing. It's
mm,
practicing.
yeah. And does it ever not become practicing?
Uh, yeah, like everything. I mean, to get what you want, it's kind of a skill to learn if you want to ski or surf or play the guitar or whatever. You know, in the beginning when you start to play the guitar, your fingers hurt and it sounds terrible and you miss everything and nothing. It sounds terrible. And your neighbors ask you, please, can you put the guitar away for a second? And of course, it gets easier and easier, and you learn how to do it. Yes,
Mm,
you can't expect to you keep the guitar and start to play perfectly from the beginning,
yeah.
and that's any skill, and this it's no difference,
Mm,
no different at
yeah.
all.
And when you get there and that you can play the guitar, you still have to tune it sometimes. You still have to fine tune it. Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
easier. Okay.
yeah,
Mm,
correct. Yes, good. Yeah.
okay. Good.
Life gets
So, how do I know if I have what it takes to become a coach and if it would fit me?
you know just by asking this question, this person know. she or he is absolutely have everything it takes to become a coach. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask this question. And to become a coach, again, how do I know I can become a good guitar player? How do I know I can be good on skiing? I mean, you have to start and practicing and see what does it means. I mean, you can't predict the future without trying. And I think that's people is trying too many times to figure out the results from the beginning instead of begin and see what will happen. So if you have the feeling, okay, I want to play the guitar, I want to be a good guitar player, uh, okay, go and get the guitar, start to play and see what's happening. The worst case is that, okay, now this wasn't for me, quit, do something else.
Yeah.
So you have the only thing you need to have from the beginning is, okay, I really want to do this. You need to have to feel the passion for it. Okay, I want to become good at this. And then it's up to you. How much do you want to practice?
Mm.
And also allow yourself, okay, I can make the decision right now to become a coach or a guitar player. And I know I can always change. I mean,
Yeah, and if that's something that you do a lot, because some people, yeah, me included, have done that, and you feel that you're wasting your time because you're trying, starting too many things and stopping and starting and stopping.
yeah.
What
So
do you think about that? Is it a waste of time to start learning?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, nothing what you are doing is waste of time. It's just your timeline that's the wrong thing. Because most, um, at least I can see, I mean, all those things I have been trying, I've been learning, I've been on everything from, I mean, sports and try everything, or all projects or businesses and books and whatever. I mean, I never finished, and that's been a really frustration for me because, oh, you have to finish, you have to accomplish something before you start on something new. And I would say that's because you don't. You are doing something that, as long as you think it's fun, do it and then quit. Good. Put it back there, and you will see one day it maybe comes back, and then you realize, oh wow, I was going to write the book, and I see it's 80% already done.
Mm.
So the things that are meant to be, they just need to be in a little cocoon for a while. And then when you are ready for the next thing, it will come back to you. And while you are doing something, you always learn something. You, for all things you are trying to do, it's a teaching that you will bring maybe into a completely different project. I mean,
Mm.
you maybe can start to play the guitar because you are supposed to go and listen to a concert. I mean, you never know the combination or why things is happen. So quit try to predict the ending of something. Enjoy the beginning and keep
Mm.
on doing it as long as you think it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, when is a project finished? And we always think we have to finish things, but it's actually finished when the energy for it is gone.
Exact. Oh,
Mm.
that's wise words, Frida. It's really, as long
Yeah.
as the energy, when the energy is gone, it's finished for now. Yeah.
Mm. And I love how we work in the LifeSPider Academy now when we come up with ideas and you say, "Oh, I already have that. I already have that. I did that 10 years ago." It's like, "Oh, okay, great."
Yeah, and I totally forgot it. I
Yeah.
mean, so no, I love my computer with kind of a Wikipedia with lots of stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now it's coming back. So and you can, and that's how it works. Yeah.
Mm.
So don't stress out to try to accomplish something in a timeline in a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
mm. So one last small question
Yeah.
will be,
I don't think there is any small questions. It's big questions. Oh,
what
that was a tiny one.
what is spiritual awakening?
Let's see. Spiritual awakening is actually when you start to realize that the world around you is bigger than your own brain. when you
Mm.
realize you have access to so much more information, when you realize you can make your own decision, you are not uh, what you say, you don't have to listen to all the rules, morals, norms, what stipulates what you are supposed to do. You don't have to follow those regulations because you trust yourself more, because you know you have answer in yourself. And this is a combination with a spiritual awakening. It's you open up the archive in your unconsciousness. So it's also that you get access to more information that you already have, but it's locked down in your consciousness. It's also that you can read information differently. You become a better observer because you see what's going on around you. You can be in kind of two different dimensions at the same time. You can think something, you can say something simultaneously, but it's maybe two different tracks. So actually, spiritual awakening is more to get access to more information than you have right now from
Mm.
different kind of sources. So it's also that you can read a book and you actually understand what's in the book. It can be you get a hunch of something, you are listening to your feeling, and you pay attention to is this feeling trying to tell me. You get rid of limitations that other people have put on you. You quit try to behave as others expect you to do. So it's more, and everything's to be spiritual awake. It's give your more information, learn new stuff, do different things, because everything is about how you process information.
Mm.
So this is kind of, I mean, me, I'm so old. So I mean, when I started with a computer, we have something they call a modem. That was really, really slow. I mean, it took forever, and now it's a really high speed. So the difference between to be on this old slow thing to surf on the internet to the high speed internet, that's kind of the difference. And if everything is about how fast are you downloading information, how fast can you process it, and how fast can you use it.
Mm.
So that would be my explanation, what you call a spiritual awakening. So it's nothing that's happening outside yourself.
I,
It's
yeah, I love
yeah.
that explanation. I haven't heard it like that before, so it really
Oh, cool.
resonates with me.
Yeah.
Do you think
You
it? Do you think it
sorry,
have
Frida.
to happen? Do you think it have to happen in a certain way?
What I have to
Happen in a certain way, the
no.
awakening.
No, absolutely no. And I think in one way, I think the new age era has kind of kidnapped the thing, and they have created a new box instead of I call it the 3D box, the old way. They have just created a new box and say it needs to be in a certain way, and it should be, you have to sit and meditate, you have to do the tarot card, and someone else is reading the tarot card for you. And so it kind of, the new age have put the awakening in a box that you should do it in a certain way. You have to do certain ceremonies, or I mean, all this, and you don't have to, because it's not about that. It could be a nice things. I mean, it's so much fun to play with a tarot card, light the incense and smell and do the ceremonies. I mean, that's fun, but it's
Mm.
nothing. You don't need it to
Mm.
get to this point, what you call the spiritual awakening.
Yeah, I love that. And again, we're back to what feels good for me, what's right for me. Just listen
Exactly.
inwards. Yeah.
Listening to signs, and don't be afraid to be weird, to start to talk to the rocks and the flowers and whatever, just to experiment,
Mm.
to increase your way of process information.
Yeah.
So
Love
it's
that.
exciting.
Yeah, exciting. And I would love to talk more about that, but again,
Yeah,
time's up.
me too. you. So more
Great.
questions, more answers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So just, yeah, we have to wait
yeah.
until next week though, this time.
Okay. Okay. We are done. Done for today.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
done for today. So thank you very much, Brigitte. It's always very interesting to talk to you and
yeah.
ask the interesting questions that we get. Um,
So fun. So much fun. So I can't
yeah.
wait for the next week.
Do you have any finishing words that you would like to end with?
I think they'll maybe just wrap up for the last questions. That there is no rules for anything you have to follow to become more of yourself or get access to those mysterious metaphysical things that actually exist, because everything is energies and every single human being have the ability to get access to it.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah. So that will be
perfect.
my final word for today.
Thank you very much. And
Thank
I'm
you. Thank you,
looking forward
Frida.
to talk to you again next week.
Yeah, I do so too.
See you then.
Yeah, see you
Bye.
then. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Your questions are really important, and we hope you found this as interesting as we did. If you any questions came up for you, just ask them in the comments or go to the form and fill it in, and we'll talk about it next time. And next week, we're going to have an ego special for you. So, we're going to talk about the ego, and we welcome all questions you have about the ego and how you can use it or what to do with it. So, we're really looking forward to that, and we hope you join us there. Take care. Bye.